Brett Chetner is your ordinary teen. He goes to school, does his homework, and exercises almost every day.
Hello, welcome. This is my room, it's pretty normal, pretty average. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I love Spider-Man, big part of who I am. Marvel is obviously a big part of my life, DC is pretty good too, but you always gotta love the originals. I really like Batman, I have two dogs over here, chocolate and french fry. I'm gonna eat them both. I love playing PlayStation and Wii, Nintendo. That's us. A lot of stuff, and then my cat. So Charlie here, my cat, I like to bathe her because they've always got to be clean, and if they're not clean, then they're not mine. I put her in a bathtub and I put soap over her, soap, and then I just bathe her, and she seems to really like it. So, it's good stuff. Like every other teen, I have my favorite artist, Avril Lavigne. She made Skater Boy, Complicated, Girlfriend, all really great songs, but it's not always fun and games.
Brett is an extremely healthy teenager, exercising daily. However, he has a far from normal diet. Brett Chetner has an exclusive water and shampoo diet.
I eat shampoo about 3 or 4 times a day. It depends on how hungry I am. It's really easy actually though, because you just cap it and then tastes great. I don't see the problem.
Brett Chetner gets all his dietary needs out of water and shampoo and lives off it daily.
It's my favorite. I just have a problem with drinking or eating anything other than water. I mean, food labels, they almost lie to you. People trying to hide things all the time. I mean, Pepsi, their food label's so big, no one notices. You see this? Look at this. How do people not notice this? It's so obvious. I can't trust them anymore.
We placed a Pepsi in his room to see how he'd react.
So, food labels, you have to put everything you have in your product in the food label, but some companies try and get around this by saying that sugar is just some different type, or using big words to hide things like sugar or cholesterol, or that you can't hide that with big words. They try and hide these certain groups of food and ingredients that they use with big words and fancy science things, but it doesn't trick me because I have an all-water diet. A calorie is the unit of energy that is converted from the food into your body, specifically the amount of energy that it takes a 1 kilogram bottle of water to go up 1 degree Celsius. Now, what this means is that every calorie that's going into your body is that amount of energy, and sometimes that energy is turned into good things and sometimes it's turned into bad. Now, the recommended amount of calories intakes per day is 2,000. That's what I use the shampoo for. Now, carbohydrates and proteins, they provide about 4 calories per serving. The more carbohydrates and proteins that you eat, the more calories you intake. The more calories you intake, the more likely you are to be obese or overweight. Now, as you can see, I'm a very lean individual, as due to my water-specific diet. I mean, God, food labels, they don't give you anything good. If you look at a food label, you won't. They lie, and it's very apparent. And if you know someone that, hey! The food labels, they don't tell you the truth, so you need to find out the truth for yourself. And no one's gonna do anything for you unless you do it for yourself. food labels they buy, they use big words. They try and hide things from you, and you gotta get around it. You gotta do it yourself, and it doesn't matter how hard you try. They're always gonna lie. And water is the only alternative I see to a healthy diet without dealing with all of these food labels and all of their fancy words. And these big companies, they try and get people that don't know anything about nutrition or food, and they try and get you, but you can't do that to people. You just can't. And you need an alternative, and that alternative I found is water and shampoo. And if you don't drink water and shampoo, then you are at the beginning of a pyramid scheme, and you're at the bottom of it!